So there are what are called risk factors. So the heritability of Alzheimer's disease is very low. It's like 2 to 3%. And the variant that is hereditary is early onset familial. But that makes up a very tiny proportion of overall Alzheimer's incidence. And similarly with Parkinson's disease, the heritability of Parkinson's disease is very low. I mean, and I definitely want to talk about Parkinson's disease because there's a lot of really interesting new research in that field. But by and large, with regard to Alzheimer's disease, you have what are called your non-modifiable risk factors, which are your age. You can't change your age, your gender, you can't change your gender, and your genes. You can't change your genes, although you can affect how your genes express themselves, which is known as epigenetics. But then you have your modifiable risk factors, which I think is so exciting because these are the risk factors that you have agency over. You can control obesity, hypertension, type 2 diabetes. I mean, these are all nutritionally mediated, obviously, which I love talking about nutrition insofar as it can prevent or reverse obesity. I think that's incredibly empowering. Type 2 diabetes, if you have type 2 diabetes, your risk for developing Alzheimer's disease increases between 2 and 4-fold. They're actually now, we interviewed in my documentary the researcher who coined the term type 3 diabetes. Have you heard that? Are you familiar with that concept?
No, I haven't.
So it's looking a lot like Alzheimer's disease might, in fact, be a form of diabetes of the brain.
Wow.
Which is a mind-blowing way to think about this condition. And in fact, we see that peripheral insulin resistance, so the hallmark of type 2 diabetes is insulin resistance. And we see that the more insulin resistant a person is, the more difficulty their brains seem to have with regard to creating ATP, which is the primary energy currency of our cells.